Hello and welcome to this week's Meditation. My name is Jane Scanlan and I'll be guiding you through. So today is summer solstice and this comes around every year and is all about new beginnings. It's a day to nourish your inner selves, to connect with nature and that gorgeous sun, which is now going to be staying with us, creating longer days throughout the summer months. And it will help us to have extra time for self-reflection and to become present in our lives, in our bodies, in our businesses. So is there any spiritual connection with summer solstice? So humans have been celebrating, marking this day for hundreds of years because it is all about that. The days are getting longer. Imagine days where there was no electricity. So there was more time to work, more time to spend with the community, and it was a real celebration of the sun and the power of nature. There are many different spiritual rituals for summer solstice. I'll read you off a few from the Outdoor Apothecary. They've got a beautiful blog which may well be of interest to you. So, what are the rituals that are connected with summer solstice? Gathering herbs. It's a real beautiful time to gather herbs and get them dried naturally in the sun. These are things that our ancestors did every single year. Have a bonfire. Celebrate fire. The sun is a huge ball of fire that we circle. So why not gather some friends and families and gather round that fire, feel the warmth, see the glow, and be enchanted by the fire and its magic. Once the fire has burnt out naturally, there are often rituals of collecting the ashes and sprinkling them through your garden or into your compost heap to use as a fertilizer. So even when we think things are dead, there is still life in it. Why not watch the sunrise and or the sunset? I've seen on my social media so many pictures of people watching the sunrise today in various locations around the UK. And it's a beautiful practice to be in nature, to maybe meditate or practice some yoga or Pilates. You could do the sun salutation or the moon salutation in the evening. Make some cacao out in nature. And again, maybe have that that fire element with you. This could also be an opportunity to decorate your altar. Decorate it and honour Mother Earth, this beautiful planet that we live on. As I look out into my garden, my neighbours' gardens, the surrounding parks and countryside, there are so many beautiful summer flowers and herbs. So why not ask nature to be able to cut some of those beautiful bold colours to adorn your altar? Light some candles, again that element of fire is there, and perhaps add some different crystals that are going to enhance this time of year and this phase of energy. Maybe prepare a summer solstice gathering. This is when the sun is at its strongest and the days are at its hottest. We're going into that beautiful period of summer, and perhaps your social life has already gained momentum with this sun energy and the longer nights. I invite you to bathe in the light and the warmth of the sun. And as I record this, the clouds have cleared, I can see blue sky, and the sun is out and looking absolutely beautiful. So I invite you to go out and just bathe in that sun and honour the occasion, honour the light, honour everything that the sun gives us. And it's not about worshipping the sun. You can be of any religion and still celebrate summer solstice, in my opinion, and the sun, because it's there for us every single day and night. It's always there. It is a constant in our world, and our planet just spins around it, and it's always there. Our planet is the one that's shifting and changing and circling. Summer solstice is also a great time to set your intentions. We're nearly halfway through the year, and perhaps you are faltering with your dreams, your plans, your aspirations that you set back in January over the winter months. I invite you to use this energy, this sun energy, and to write down a few new intentions and affirmations, and perhaps state them daily and see what the results are. Spend time in nature. I went for a beautiful dog walk this morning, and it was around the usual park, but I stopped and I looked at the way the wild grasses were blowing in the wind, and I looked up at the different shaped and coloured leaves on the trees, and the way the blue sky or the grey clouds were behind those leaves. And I just celebrated the different energies throughout that park, as the dog was running around and meeting other dogs, and the noise of children and people. And I've recently connected again with the fairy energies. I love the fairies and I always have done. So leaving fairy offerings is very in tune for a summer solstice fun ritual, maybe with the kids as well, maybe just by yourself. Beautiful crystals and just pretty things that you could leave out. Create a prayer tree. Maybe you've got a tree in your garden that you could now create as a prayer tree. In fact, as I look out in my garden, we have a shrub that is almost like a prayer shrub, and it's got some crosses on it. We have some pets that have passed there, and it's very much about that life, death, rebirth and resurrection energy. So perhaps you could put a prayer stick in, or a wishing ribbon, and create your own ritual and wishes. And now I'd like to guide you through a meditation. A meditation around summer solstice. So we're going to do a body scan with liquid sunlight. So as we tune into this summer solstice energy and this liquid sunlight, I invite you to just tune in and bring awareness to your belly, chest and head. How does it feel right now? Are there any emotions that are coming up for you? Any positive or negative impact stories that you believe regarding maybe body scans, sunlight, summer solstice? And bring awareness to the fact that perhaps there are many other people out there feeling similarly about this topic as you. We're bringing awareness and increased mindfulness to this topic in your everyday life. So please find a way to get comfortable and take some nice deep breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. With the next exhale, gently close your eyes. Or if you'd like to keep them open, just fix your gaze on the floor in front of you. Just starting to feel the weight of your body, starting to notice the points of contact between you and the floor or chair. and the hands and arms resting on your body or legs. Maybe noticing any sounds. Just bringing the mind into the physical senses and settling back into the space around you. Now just bringing the attention a little more towards the body as we start our scan from the head to the toes. Noticing any areas that feel particularly comfortable or uncomfortable. And just building up a picture of how the body feels. Noticing if there's anything particular that might be around mood-wise in the body in this moment in time. And now gently shift your focus to the rise and the fall of the breath. And shift back to the body scan. And once you've finished your body scan, we shift back to the rise and the fall of the breath, noticing where we feel it strongest in the body. And just as you become increasingly comfortable in following the natural rhythm of the breath, just like the natural rhythm of the earth and the natural rhythm of the sun, I'd just like you to try to imagine now a steady flow from above the head. It flows almost like liquid sunlight. It's very smooth, very warm. It's clear and bright. It's almost like taking a mental shower. This liquid sunlight flows down through the top of the head, filling up the head, filling up the mind, flowing through the neck and filling up the body, over the shoulders, filling up the arms all the way to the fingertips before bouncing back up and flowing down the body, filling up the heart space, filling up the sexual organs space. And it's filling up every cell in your body as if it were a container, just melting away any tension, any discomfort. And you just follow it as it travels down through the body, sliding through the hips into the thighs, filling up the thighs, flowing through the knees, filling up the calves and shins, all the way to the feet. You're just feeling it as it fills up the toes, one at a time. Just mentally acknowledging each toe as it flows through. Every single cell in the body and every energetic layer. And it starts to flow back up the body, through the feet and the heels and the ankles, filling up the calves and the shins, flowing through the knees, melting away any tension. And just focusing on the spaciousness, the brightness, and the warmth as it continues up the thighs towards the hips and the pelvic area. Continuing, filling up, bringing that spaciousness now, that brightness, that warmth, and steady flow coming up into the body, melting away any tension that's still there. Tuning in to the trunk of the body, the stomach and the lower back, bringing spaciousness, brightness and warmth up towards the diaphragm and just melting away any tension, any feelings of anxiety or worry. And it continues to flow up through the chest and the upper back area, lifting away that weight of the world on your shoulders. And it flows back down both arms towards the elbows and the hands, and it's tuning in to each finger, and I can hear bells go with each finger, one at a time. Bringing that brightness and warmth into every cell in your body, flowing back up the arms, clearing any tension that is left, just melting away as it continues to travel now up through the neck and the throat area, through to the head. And there's some more focus on that throat area, that clearing any unsaid words, giving confidence to say your truth with love and kindness, filling up the head, filling up the mind, flowing through every cell and all the muscles around the face until it gets to the very, very top of the head. And even though the entire body is now full of that very spacious, clear feeling, this liquid sunshine continues its journey back down through the body and resting in the mind, in that space. And you can just let go of any focus for a moment and allow the mind to just rest in that liquid sunshine, in that spaciousness, that warmth, that brightness. Now I invite you to just bring that attention back to the body again, to the physicality of you. As you just start to feel the weight of your body again, tune in to those physical points of contact as you start to notice sounds and the smells around you. Just bringing yourself back into the space. Maybe wiggling your fingers and toes, and having a little stretch. And when you're ready, fluttering open your eyes. And I invite you to just wrap your arms around you. Give yourself a little squeeze. And welcome in this sun energy for the rest of the day. My name's Scanlan. Thank you so much for joining me for this summer solstice meditation session.